Okay, we are live. There we go. Hopefully, my notifications will go out here shortly. All right, it's late, kind of late for some people. All right, if you're watching this back, I appreciate you watching this back. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Uh, we'll start off talking about basketball when some people get in here. Bad news for basketball. Now I know why we didn't play any games when we went to Vegas. Because supposedly we don't even have enough people to practice. This is what's been said on KSR. So Cam Williams had his second surgery uh, I guess this week, and then this Frank Kepnang, big dude, is hurt. So there you go. Oh, there's my. It went out kind of late there. I've been talking to nobody, but that's okay. If you're watching this back, I was talking to you. So we'll let some people get in here, and I'll repeat myself again. Um, but yes, it's Friday night, and SEC Media Day is over with. I didn't really watch a lot of SEC Media Days, guys. I watched Lane Kiffin just because I wanted to hear something stupid come out of his mouth, and yeah, something stupid came out of his mouth. We'll talk about that. But no, basketball, TBT, La Familiar, we beat Louisville. So I mean, hey, right? Archie Goodwin came and played, and we beat Louisville. That was the only good game that I watched that I thought, oh, this is a basketball game. So hey, we beat Louisville and something because we ain't been beating them anything lately. So yeah, I put out a video today that we'll go 3-9. Of course, that was just the title. There was a guy that said we would go 3-9. If you watch my video, he says why we'll go 3-9, which makes sense. A worst case scenario. So yeah, and of course that came off of a KSR story. But yeah, so I think we'll go more than 3-9, but it's not going to be easy, right? So, but anyway, we got basketball, we got football. But yeah, basketball is bad news. Yeah, Cam Williams having another surgery. Now, supposedly he'll be fine. But man, two surgeries, on your foot. Uh, and then Big Frank Kepnang, that big guy we got, he's hurt. So that's why we didn't play any games in Louisville, or we went to Vegas. That's why we didn't play. I thought, well, why are we going to Vegas and not playing any scrimmage? Because we can't. So anyway, let's get the basketball team healthy. And yeah, come on. But the last thing we need is injuries. Come on. I mean, how many injuries can you get? It's basketball. So hopefully we'll be fine. I don't know. We'll see. But best for Cam Williams because he's a good. And his dad's cool. If you watch Loyal BBN, which you should be watching Loyal BBN, I don't know why I'm pointing a nail file at you. You should be watching Loyal BBN fan show because they have Cam Williams' dad on there, and he's really cool. And that's a good show, a good channel to watch. Yeah, and Mr. Williams is really cool. So, well, of course we hope Cam Williams, gets healthy because you're going to need him. So yeah, but no, we're all just waiting on football. Maybe I picked a bad night. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. Friday night was probably not a good night to come on. Uh, I usually do Sunday, but I happen to work on Sunday, so I can't. So I thought, well, I'll jump on here and see if anybody wants to talk. Uh, you know, like I said, I made the video. It says we'll go 3-9 WKRP. Big year for UK sports. Yeah, I think so. Mark Pope. Yeah, Cam Williams had surgery today. Frank Kepnang is hurt. That's why we didn't play games in Vegas. What's up, Jay? We didn't play any games in Vegas because we suppose we don't have enough people to practice. So let's get the injuries out of the way now. What's up? What's up, Jake? Yeah, I mean, we're sitting here talking football, basketball. But yeah, basketball, Cam Williams, I mean, man, another foot surgery. Supposedly he'll be fine. So I hope he is. I hope he is. SEC Media Days ended. I didn't watch any of it. I watched Lane Kiffin because I don't like him. And I wanted to hear the shit that came out of his mouth. And the shit that came out of his mouth is just, that guy's unbelievable. If you watched him, he thought about dying. And he used the death excuse for, I want to be happy. It's all about me. So therefore, I'm going to hurt people so that I can be happy. Because Hulk Hogan died and his dad died. I mean, one of the dumbest. This guy, oh man, narcissists are friggin' narcissists. I mean, that guy's. I used to think he was funny, but he's not funny, But anyway, whatever. LSU. Look, he'll cheat on you too. So, but no, us. Hey, look, we had a good meet. We were the first day, so yeah, we got things off and running. And look, Willie Rodriguez scored some points at SEC Media Days. because he looked and acted the part. And now everybody's saying he could be first team All SEC. Yeah, yeah, he could. I'm doing 25 players tonight. It's not a player night. I think I got a basketball highlight. In fact, I think I got Cam Williams short that's on right now. You hate watching Lane. Yeah, because he's a scumbag. Yeah, I mean, look, man, you want to steal recruits, but when you start calling a whole community of people that loved you racist and all kinds of stuff, then I got a problem with you. Now he's a whore. Look, he's a whore. He's a whore. That's all he is. I hate to use that word, but I can't think of a better word. He's going to cheat on you. He's going to cheat on them. I mean, why would you? Hey, they're going to wait for him to cheat. He'll cheat on them too. He'll be in the Big Ten one day calling everybody in the SEC was racist and blah, blah. Yeah. And then if I see him, I'm going to smack him upside his head, but probably never see him. But yeah, no, I don't like the guy. That's evil. Evil. Talking about my dad, Hulk Hogan. I never thought my dad or Hulk Hogan was going to die. Okay, what are you an idiot now? Now you pleading, I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I just thought they would live forever. Oh, okay. All right. Now, if you guys didn't see that speech, well, don't watch it. It's, Lane Kiffin. Stop it. I hope they lose every game, but I hope we beat them because we play them. And he's going to talk. Well, sometimes he doesn't say, he'll just get that smirk on his face. But yeah, it'd be nice to get them. They got all kinds of money. He's bragging about how much money they got. I got all the money. I'm sure you do, buddy. I'm sure you do. So, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? I didn't really pay attention to any of the other coaches. John Summerall. All I saw was a picture of John Summerall. And why do white people get so tan that they look like a chicken McNugget? Like he's chicken McNugget orange. Maybe it's my TV. Maybe I need to adjust my tablet or my TV. Because, man, the dude looked orange. Why do white people do that? White people. You're not a chicken McNugget. Come on, man. It's all right to be a little pale or, look like you got tan, but don't look like like you're going to a Happy Meal. I mean, come on. I hope somebody laughed at that if you're watching this back. I thought it was funny. No. So what's up, guys? What's up, Jake? What's up, WKFP? I put that video out to, the guy that said we would go 3-9. He makes some legitimate, points. I hope he's wrong. I'm advertising for Burger King over here. Yep, they're not on my channel. In fact, I still haven't monetized my channel. Will Stein knocked out another one. Yeah, he did. He did good on media. That was a good media day. He did well. He got some juice. See, now we got buzz. We got juice. We got it. Our defense. The one thing that guy said we'd go 3-9. He's worried about our defense. He's right. Our defense is the key to the season, not the offense. I think the offense is going to do fine if you watch my video. The offense is going to be fine. It's the defense. Can we stop somebody? Yeah. Our two cornerbacks. How good is the kid from Western Carolina? Hassan Sykes. He's not that big. Like he's not even 6. I think he might 5'10", whatever. I mean, if he's good, he's good. He's probably going to start. We'll see when the depth chart comes out. But yeah, look, our offense is going to be fine. And Willie Rodriguez knocked it out of the park also. So I thought he did really well. And he looked good. Like he looks like a tight end. He looks like an NFL tight end. So, yeah, he might make himself some money. And, C.J. Baxter, is that who the other guy? I don't even remember now. I think it was C.J. Baxter, wasn't it? I think so, yeah. So, hey, we did well. So talk, hey, the talk is good. So, and look, we're on if you go on national media podcast, Will Stein got played. He got played on Big Ten and Pac-10 and people's channels that don't even just do college football in general, except for Uncle Lou. We can't get on Uncle Lou's channel, but we're not good enough yet. One of these days, if we get on Uncle Lou's channel, we don't play Georgia anymore. We'll be good. But no. Tennessee got one of the top players, high school players, for next year, running back. They paid a lot of money. They paid him supposedly $3 or $4 million. So yeah, I mean Tennessee $3 million for a running back out of high school. So yeah, guys, look, it's about this right here. Yeah. So Tennessee I think he was #1 rated running back for next year. So Tennessee laying down some money. So hey, Pay me. Elaine Kiffin was talking about a freshman scale because it should be like the NFL, and if freshmen are getting paid too. He rambled off about some, you know, a freshman shouldn't get paid as much, and there should be a freshman scale. And okay, you're right, dude. Yeah, I'm sure he's worried. Baxter, yeah, I think so. Look, he's quick. Now the other Barnes is a like a more he runs between tackles. He's a tough runner. CJ Baxter is a quick guy. Like his quickness, cutback, speed. Barnes just gets yards, so he drags people. Uh, so Van Hiles thinks Barnes is the more complete back, and he might be. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. So yeah, let's not forget about Jason Patterson. So and we got that JUCO guy, right? We got JUCO running back, so he adds depth. Yeah, so we don't have to move Martell's Carter to wide receiver or whatever to running back. But yeah, I'm excited about CJ Baxter. Absolutely, we got to run the ball, guys. We got to run the ball. And I keep saying it. I said it on the video today that we go 3-9. If we start trying to run up and down the field with these people, we're going to go 3-9. It's not going to work. I don't care how many yards Minchie throws for. Look, I mean, I want to have a good year. I just want us to win. However, we got to play to win. But there's Mark Stoops gave you a blueprint. You're going to have to slow it down in some of these games. You're going to have to milk the clock in some of these games. I think Will Stein understands that. He talked about getting first downs. Yeah. You're not going to keep giving the ball back to somebody that's better than you. I wouldn't, but it'll just depend on the flow of the game. I mean, some games might be high scoring, and some games might be 20-16. I mean, I don't know. I'll take anything. 13-10. I don't care. But yes, I'm excited. Let's see. Get excited about football. Minchie, not worried about look, guys, a lot of people worry about their quarterback. That's one area, check. Tight end, check. Offensive line, check. Colton Price. They're talking about Colton Price, how much he can bench press. And then I watched some film of him. He only gave up one sack and like, I think it was however many pass attempts, and it was a lot, 300 pass attempts on the offensive line. He only gave up one sack. I mean, he's the center, but still. That dude's, I mean, man, he's strong, big, strong dude. So, yeah, look, our offensive line, we're set. Running back, set. Receiver, okay, got to get some receivers. But DJ Miller and Nick Anderson going to start. And then after that, it'll just be whoever wins the job. So, yeah, nothing's wrong with second and 4 yards to go. No, nothing is wrong with second and 4 yards. Nothing's wrong with 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Just don't get 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15 because you penalties. I'll be interested to see penalties of the offensive, new offensive lines like that. Let's see how they do. Obviously, you're going to get penalties, holding, false starts. But, yeah, if we can line up right, line up correctly, and, don't give away any yards. We can't afford to do that. And, look, just, run your stuff. If you look at Oregon's scores last year, they didn't blow a lot. I mean, blew some people out, but they won a game 18-16. I think they, Indiana 24. They lost the first game 24-20. Indiana scored at now maybe that wasn't the Oregon game. Indiana won one game on the last possession. Dude caught a touchdown in the back of the end zone. But yeah, special teams. I mean, how good are special? I gotta have special teams. Punter and kicker are fine, but we just every advantage we can get. But I am a little worried about our cornerbacks. I just don't know how good they're going to do. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out. Alabama, look, if they find out that they can pick on you, they're going to pick on you, right? I mean, they're going to watch film, or they're going to know in the first quarter, hey, we can throw on that guy. So, yeah, I hope Hassan Sykes, if he is their starting quarterback, that's kind of the implication, signal they're given, and, of course, Nichols. So the first depth chart is going to come out, and I'll be interested to see who the backup center is, who's the backup offensive lineman. I think we got 19 offensive linemen. Some of them are freshmen on the roster. Who's going to be – I'm not worried about the first 5. I'm just worried about the second 5. So, yeah. Defense, look, guys. If Sam Green's healthy, we're good. Elijah Barnes, hasn't really played. 5-star kid from Dallas, but he sat behind somebody, and he hadn't played, and we gave him a lot of money. So, look, if that guy lives up to his potential, our defense will be fine. McQueese Humphrey Grace should get some sacks this year. He got some last year, but he should get some more because we are going to. But zone blitz. When you zone blitz, your front four will drop. Some of them will drop back into an area. Now, not that they cover a guy, but they drop back into a certain area. Like I know football. I'm telling you football. But yeah, that's a zone blitz. The blitz can come from anywhere. But yeah, I don't care how we win as long as we win. Yeah. If we look good or we win ugly, Tony La Russa, winning ugly. That was his mantra his whole career with the White Sox when he started winning ugly in St. Louis. He didn't care. I don't care what the score. I don't care if it's 3-2, 2-1. Just look, man. Just find ways to win. So you out tough some people. Have you featured in your recent videos? Well, I did 15, so I don't know what number I'm on. I'm probably on number 12 or 13. I've done offensive players. I think I went offense, defense, offense, defense, defense, offense. I did Minchie, Hernandez, CJ Baxter. I went McQueese Humphrey Grace, Tavian Gatson, Ty Bryant. I don't know who I'm on. Now, when we get to the end, when you get to like 19, I put some sleepers in there, some sleepers that people are not talking about. So I did the last probably 4 are sleepers. So yeah, you can go on my playlist. If you want to sneak and see it, go on my playlist and it says top 25 or 25 players to get excited about. It says 25. I only have 3 playlists: basketball, football, and then this. So yeah, go on the playlist. You can actually watch the videos that are about to come out because I already did them. So I think you can watch them, even though they're But yeah, I'm just trying to feature. Now I left out some people, but like I said, I do some sleepers. On the offensive line, there's a sleeper. On the defensive line, there's a sleeper. On the wide receivers, there's a sleeper that nobody's talking, nobody nationally is talking about. So I do a couple sleepers, but I just do, like we said, the starters. Yeah. I mean, if I look at who I did, of course I did Nick Anderson. Of course I did Baxter and Barnes, Henry Boyer. And we talked about him. Look, Henry Boyer, I got a short coming out of him in spring practice. Minchie threw it to him. Teach that Boyer kid how to catch, because that kid's got big, long arms. That's a big dude, 275, 265. Yeah. So, so I'm just featuring, most of them are the players but the last couple are some sleepers that I threw in there. And I left some people out. I just wanted to do 25. So, and look, they're getting 500 views. Most of mine get 1,000, over 1,000. But those only I get it. People that are not fans, that don't want to see that. Whereas if you see a basketball highlight, I could get 1,000 views on a basketball highlight, short, just like that. So. But no, hey, if you're watching this back, I appreciate you watching this back. I did not watch. I got to admit it, guys. I didn't watch any of the SEC other coaches. I mean, I looked at some of them, took shots at Texas, took shot at somebody. Lane Kiffin talked some gibberish. I don't know what the Auburn coach said or any of that, because does it matter to me? No. I mean, but I just know Oklahoma is a lot of national. We play at Oklahoma. A lot of people are picking them to be better than what they are, and they're already. I think they're ranked 8th preseason. But there's somebody picking them out to win the SEC, and I'm like, what? Some national writers, and like, okay, if you say so. Mateer, is that who they have? I don't know. Is that their coach, Mateer? So I don't know. I just know we need to win 6 games, and we need to get John Summerall. Yeah. And John Summerall loves social media. That's all I got. And he looks like he's, Chicken McNugget. So, he is tan. I'll give him that. So, and look, he might be good. I shouldn't give him a hard time. He's an ex-Kentucky guy. I just, it's something about that guy. I don't know what it is. Glad we got who we got, and they can have him. But Brad White is a good coordinator. So, and South Carolina Jackpot came on one of my videos and made a comment on one of my videos. Because look, Shane Beamer's been kicking our ass. So South Carolina might be good. At this point, there's just no telling who's going to be good and who's going to be bad. Except Diego Pavia got cut, right? So we know Diego Pavia is going to be going home, running his mouth. I should have won the Heisman. Shut up, man. This is what you get for being a dumbass. You want to run your mouth. The first Heisman Trophy candidate finalist to ever get cut before camp, ever. I mean, man, that's if you're watching this back, not to pile on Vanderbilt. The guy's just a smartass, you know. I mean, little big dude, run your mouth. God dang, man. God, I mean, come on. Don't do that. So yeah, he's just great. He's going if he goes to the CFL or whatever, he'll be in the UFL or whatever the hell that is that they play. That he'll be in a league somewhere. But yeah, little dude shouldn't have ran his mouth. I mean, hard to feel sorry for him when I should have won the Heisman, and no, you shouldn't have. Yeah. So yeah, all you guys, all you young people, I got young guys too. Look, that are starting to come in as I'm getting ready to phase out of my career. That yeah, young guys says just stay out of social media. His sports released presser of Pope and 3 players today. Oh, did they? Yeah. Well, Cam Williams had surgery, so I hope he's all right. But I'll have to watch those. Uh, because I'm sure. Look, I'm just this big kept name guy is hurt and Cam Williams is hurt, so I just want the basketball team to get healthy, you know. But yeah, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch it. Mark Pope is a hard watch. Hard watch. Uses, like I said, uses a lot of words to say something. Reminds me of my boss. I have a boss who, if he writes you an email, it's like a Hemingway novel. Why you 7 paragraphs to tell me that to do one thing? I mean, what are we reading here? That's Mark Pope. You ask him a question, you just don't tell him where you're going with it. And he's not going to tell you, yeah, is so and so hurt? No. I mean, look, that's just the way some people speak. So I shouldn't give him a hard time. It's just, it's hard to follow. Pope is back. The media loved him. Well, good. Good. We need for the media to love him. I'm sure he's working on himself. I can tell already in the early interviews. Yeah, he's not the. I'm sure they got with him and said, "Hey, man, when you talk to media, calm it down. Don't just say the first thing that pops into your head. Not a good idea." So I hope he worked on that. I think he did. Or was not heard from. Oh, really? They weren't there? Okay, well maybe it was. I don't know I don't know where they were at. I mean, I think that some of them are at media day. Well, media days is over. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to watch that though. But I mean, our media's got to like you, right? I mean, if our media doesn't like you, what we found out with Mark Stoops is, once our media's done with you, they'll put the knife in you. So yeah, believe me, if Mark Pope has a bad year, out come the knives. Yeah. So we'll see. Nasty questions for Pope. No nasty questions. Well, good. Okay. I mean, no reason to have any nasty questions at this point. We got a decent roster. I mean, look, just play, just win the game. All right, just yeah, and let's hope nobody gets hurt. And Cam Williams having a second surgery. I wish. I mean, supposedly it's just to clean up his foot or whatever, but man, it's your foot, so I'm sure he'll be ready. And this Kepnang kid, big dude's been hurt all last year, so yeah. I mean, look, we just need guard play. I mean, we need guards, and I think we got the 2 guards. That's what we got that we didn't have last year. As long as nobody gets hurt, I like Diallo. Yeah, so that's a good point guard. Wilkins is going to be fine. I mean, we'll see. We just Trent Noah. If you're watching this back, I keep saying Trent Noah. Please get in the weight room. Please do something besides jack up a 3. I mean, get some rebounds. You're a big dude. You're a forward. Get in there. Throw some elbows, man. Get in there and get physical. That's what we need from him. We don't need him to shoot 3. We got plenty of 3-point. We just gave guys $7 million. This Monsilovich dude. I mean, like, well, I don't know if it was 7, but supposedly it was at least 5. Whatever we gave him, it was a lot of money. So yeah, Trent Noah, you can shoot some 3s, but let's get in there and get some rebounds and play some defense. Move your feet. But scoring should not be an issue this year. If it is, we're in trouble. So the Ryan Hampton kid might reclassify. I was reading that on KSR and play this year. Is he the number 1 player, one of the top 5 players from next year's class? He may reclassify and play this year. That was on KSR. I didn't put that. I should put that out. I'm slow. I've been worried so much about football, I didn't have a chance to look at basketball. So if we get this Ryan Hampton kid here, even if he doesn't play that much, he'll already be here. He'll probably only be like 17 years old, but that's okay. I mean, just get him here. Like Hawthorne, sit him on the bench. You can redshirt him. So but yeah, we're Kentucky. We should not be getting blown out. We should not be sixth in the eighth in the SEC. Okay, come on, man. Eighth, come on. You got to be in the top five. There's some good teams. Florida's ranked preseason. Tennessee's ranked preseason. Who am I? Somebody surprised me. Was it Vanderbilt? I don't know. There's some surprises. Alabama's ranked ahead of us preseason in basketball. We're talking about basketball now. So yeah, we'll see. I just want us to stop losing to damn Alabama and basketball, will you? I mean, damn, that gets old, man. You're not even in the game. I mean, it happened to Calipari the last couple of years. Like, dude, we can't beat Alabama in basketball. What's going on here? But I'm looking forward for both. I mean, football. Look, football's coming up here. We'll do the first 3 games. I am off. So we will do right here, of course, the first game. If you want to watch it, you'll have to come here. I'll have my tablet. I'll turn it around. I'll sneak it and turn it around when we're on offense. Don't tell anybody. They won't catch me. And then I say that. And then, so we'll watch. But look, the first game is Youngstown State practice game. I mean, you shouldn't be, don't try to hurt anybody on that game. So what do we go? What is my work? I think I worked the first. I'm off the first 5 games. Okay, so the first 5 games. Okay, good. Okay, well, good. Well, we'll do the first 5 games. We'll have a pre-game show, a post-game show. We'll do it right here. If you're watching this back, first 5 games right here. So that's Texas A&M. That's another non-con, and then somebody else. So yeah, Trent Noah needs to go to Bill M. Beer Camp. I agree, WKRP. That's right, man. That's right. Boom, Arkansas. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Trent Noah just needs to, come on, man. It's your junior year. Now, look, like Calipari said, it takes some people longer than other people. And I think it just took him some fool's gold his freshman year. He hit some threes. He thought, oh, I'm good. I can hit threes. And then the next year, they're like, oh, this dude shoots threes. Stay on him. And yeah, so not so good. Yeah. Junior year, he should settle down. And, hell, everybody else left. So, we'll find. Well, I said everybody didn't leave. Kentucky kids did, but Malachi Moreno needs to have a good year, obviously. So I think he will. So, I mean, look, our first 5 are good in basketball. It's the next ones, and it's coaching. So, can we play defense? Please, for God's sake, but teach these kids how to play some defense, and stop leaving your man. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's enough about basketball. Football. Look, man, I can't wait. To see what we do against Alabama and Texas A&M. Those 2 number game 2 and 3. Look, 4th game is a non-con, South Alabama. So yeah, look, the first 1 game 1 and game 4. Okay, we're gonna win those 2. It's those 2nd and 3rd games. How, Texas A&M, man, and Alabama. We'll see Alabama. Suppose they spend a lot of money on offensive line, running back. They got high school running back. They think they have a quarterback, so who can run and throw. So we're going to find out. The Dubose, is that the dude's name? I don't know if he'll survive. They gave him an extension. At least Alabama realized he's not Nick Saban. Look, losing 2 or 3 games, that's not a bad year. I mean, look, you fire somebody, who you going to get? I think they are going to take their chances with this guy. So we'll see. That quarterback will be on the road first time. So we'll be right here. What's up, King Mondo? I think we surprised a lot in the media. Yeah, we did surprise a lot in the media. We got some buzz going with that. Will Stein did good. Willie Rodriguez did good. Some of our players. So, hey, man, let's get some momentum going. And look, we're popular right now. They ain't outside. They ain't talking about John Summerall outside of the Finebaum channel. Okay, you get in the Big Ten and national CBS, Fox College. Guess who they're talking about? Will Stein. So look, we got some buzz going. We need to keep it going. So we're not going to learn much week 1. No, we will not learn anything week 1. I wouldn't show them. We're not showing that one advantage we have over Alabama is they ain't going to know what we're going to do. So yeah, they're not going to show anything. I would get a lead. I would get a quick lead on those guys and just. I don't care if they put the backup quarterback in, Brennan. don't get Minchie hurt. Don't leave him in there. I mean, look, well, he hadn't started, so he really needs to get some work. I take that back. He needs to work. Yeah, he hasn't really started, so maybe he does need to stay in there. But look, man, don't get hurt. So, and hell, if our offensive line can't block Youngstown State, yeah, we're in trouble. So yeah, don't. But nobody get hurt the first game. It's just gonna be vanilla. You know it's gonna be vanilla. So yeah. So yeah, that's a practice game, and then the real season starts. Yeah, Alabama. That's the start of the season. So and they play some little team the first UAB or whoever. Their first game is a varsity, junior varsity game. So hey, and then but yeah, we definitely don't play any of the other than John Summerall. All the coaches we go against are pretty good coaches, and that's one point that if you watch my video, I joke. It wasn't a joke. There was a writer who said we go 3-9. He was on KSR. He made good points of how we would go 3-9. If you want, I put out the video today. Yeah, I mean, look, we're going against some good coaches, and yeah, our defense has to. That's the really key right there. I agree with him what he said. So yeah, we're going against all the good coaches. Even though I hate Lane Kiffin and Josh Heupel's a good coach, and Beamer. You can say what you want to about Shane Beamer, but he's a good coach. So he's on the hot seat. We could sink his battleship because if he loses to us, he might have to start cleaning out his desk. So yeah, they're gonna be fighting for his life. So no easy games. No, Louisville, Jeff Brom. Look, there's people picking Louisville to win the ACC. Now, I have watched some national shows, and people are picking Louisville to be good. And some people have them ranked. I saw them ranked as high as like 18th, 19th. But we'll see. No easy games. Which okay, fine. If that's the way it's got to be, that's the way it's got to be, right? There's only one way to find out what you can do. But Will Stein's going to find out. Yeah, and can Will Stein call a game? That's what that guy was saying. We're going to find out. Well, he won't be calling the game because he has his coordinator, but controlling the game. So I just hope people don't, freak out if we, first couple weeks. So really, November is where we need to hit a stretch and win some games. It'll be on the back half of the schedule. If we could get Alabama, that would be great. But if we can't, or Texas A&M, then we get to the back half of the schedule. Vanderbilt, Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, South Carolina's up there at the beginning. Look, there's six wins in there. There's 6 wins in there. Vegas doesn't miss 4.5. Hey, look, like that guy said, it's sitting at 5, but it could go 7 or it could go 3. So we just need to make it happen, right? But I like the staff. I like everybody on the staff, and hey, I'm ready to see some football. I know there's some games on, I think the first college game is like the 3rd Saturday in August. There's a couple games. I don't know if Notre Dame plays. There's some kickoff games. In fact, that's a good question. Let me look at my magical. I'm not going to bet money a lot. The FanDuel, my magical FanDuel. When does the season start, Mr. FanDuel? Well, let's see. Oh, come on. I just want to see when the season starts. Okay, what's the first game? Well, let's look and see what the first game is. The first game is college football. Not the NFL. NCAA. There we go. They're saying, okay, August 29th. North Carolina, TCU. Okay. San Jose State, USC. Nothing here. New Mexico State, Florida State. Hawaii, Stanford. Okay, so we don't play until the first Saturday. Okay, it starts before that. Okay. All right. So August 29th. There's a couple games. So there you go. There's some games. NC State, Virginia. Yeah. But I think we're an underdog in every one of our games, except for the 2 non-cons. So there you go. Now, we're not big, but we're an underdog in every one of them as of right now. Now, if we beat Alabama or something, we might not be, but we're underdog against Vanderbilt. We're an underdog against everybody. So that doesn't mean anything. It's early. Missouri plays Arkansas Pine Bluff, their first game. I don't think they would. Our game's not even on the board because they won't let you bet that game. I'm willing. Yeah, they're not letting. Yeah, they're not going to put Kentucky. Yes, they are. We are a 24.5 point favorite over Youngstown State. I should bet that right now. Okay, let me hold on a second. Let me just bet that right now. Because 24.5. So we were 24.5. The over under is 56. So they're thinking we're going to win probably 42 to, that's about 42 to 10 or 42-14. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there you go. So there it opened up 24.5. Breaking news. We got Auburn's coach fired. Yes, we did. I mean, he would have got fired anyway, probably, but we helped get him fired yet. 10-3. All right. Well, we're 24.5 point favorite. How much if I bet per dollar is that? 88 cents? Oh, let me just bet that right now. Are you? Yes. Okay. All right, good. I'll just bet that right now. So 24.5. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to bet that again. And yeah, 24.5. That's a lot, but we should beat them 24.5. You know what I'm saying? We should beat them 40 something to, we shouldn't give up a lot of points. Yeah, I'll put a couple bucks on that. All right, there we go. I'll bet that. I'll bet a little bit. 24.5 point favorite. Okay, over Youngstown State. I need to put that out. I need to put that in a post. We open up as a 24.5 point favorite on FanDuel. Okay, it could be different. I don't know what it is in Vegas. FanDuel usually follows that. So there you go. Vanilla, 24.5. We should hit that, guys. I mean, I should bet. I ain't gonna bet a lot of. I never bet a lot of money, but yeah, I bet a couple bucks. So, and you saw me gamble live. I haven't seen Julie. Julie, if you're watching this back, where you been, girl? I'm worried about you. Julie has not been on here. I hope she's playing pickleball. It's summer. Maybe she got bored. Hope she's all right. Julie, if you're out there, I mean, come on alive, girl. Where you been? Cutter Bowley. That's her nephew, right? So Cutter Bowley is doing. They're hyped about Cutter Bowley at Arizona State. I can tell you that. I've been on 2 of their podcasts. They're ready for. Yeah, their coach is evidently good with quarterbacks. So yeah, I hope Cutter Bowley has a good year. And I've said not playing in your. There's no pressure on him. It's not. He's not a hometown kid. Nobody knows who you are. So I think Cutter Bowley will have a good year. I think he will. I'm glad that we have a good quarterback and Arizona State has him. So hopefully it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to jump on tonight. And well, we went for 37 minutes. It's Friday night. I probably should have jumped on a Friday night, but I did want to say that SEC Media Days is over. I did not watch it. I did watch Lane Kiffin say a bunch of gobbledygook about Hulk Hogan and my dad. And what? Dude, what are you talking about, man? Narcissist. What is wrong with you, Lane? Like he's going to listen to me, multi-million-dollar. Yeah, LSU. Don't worry. All right, I told you I ain't gonna say the nasty word that I called him before, but that's what he is. He's an or with an H. So I mean that's just what he is, man. He just money. He will lay down for me. I get it. Don't worry, he won't cheat on you, LSU. Don't worry. Yeah, until somebody in the Big Ten offers him about more than that. Yeah, and then when Ohio State calls him or something like that. Yeah. So anyway, I did not, I did not watch John. I did not watch John Summerall. I did see Texas took a shot at Texas A&M or somebody, one of the Texas schools that took a shot at somebody. So other than that, that's Texas A&M. I get it. But no, I didn't watch, Arkansas's coach or, Arkansas has the best defensive player. He's a first team All-American on their defense. I did not know that. Wow. So Arkansas has one good player. And we don't play them, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, they were talking about whoever he is. He's a defensive lineman or a linebacker, and he's like All-American. It's like, really? Okay. How many skeletons are LSU bringing back? I don't know. As many as they can. As many as they can load in the truck. As many as they can load in that truck. That's what they're doing. They don't care. Look, man, they don't care. He said he's got a lot more money. Yeah. And he said he should not have made the comment about Old Miss and school and the community. No, you shouldn't have made it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, God bless him. We play him. I hope we get him. We usually do well against him. I hope we get him, man. Come on. It's a home game. But look, he's got a lot of high dollar players. And but those high dollar players, man, if they turn on you, look out. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, before I get off here, and if you're just getting, we are a 24.5 point favorite against Youngstown State. I did bet a few bucks on that. We should cover that. We should, yeah, that should be a warm up game. The only way we don't is if we put our backups in. That's what you got to worry about when you're betting. It's like in basketball. If you're way ahead, you're going to put your second string, third walk ons in. Yeah, and then a walk on jacks up a three, and you get beat because you had the point spread, the 9 points you needed to win some money. They put in the other team puts in a walk on, and he jacks up a three, and we put in a walk on. He jacks up a three, we only win by six, or you only win by six on the other end. So yeah. What goals would Lane leave LSU for? Money. That's the only goal. Power and money. That's what narcissists want. And if you listen to that, man, just go. If you did not watch him, just watch the last 10 minutes where he's talking about Hulk Hogan. I just sit there and I just went, what is wrong with you, dude? And I don't get on social media. Talking about social media. I got off social media and my kids, and I feel okay. All right. But yeah, he talked about his Hulk Hogan. Schools. What schools would Lane leave USO for? Oh man, whoever would give him more money. He's a whore. If Ohio State said, "What are you making? 20 million? We'll give you 30 million." He'll leave. NFL. If an NFL team calls him, we'll give you. He'll leave. Whatever that price is. Every man has his price. Well, Lane Kiffin, whatever that. He's like an auction. I shouldn't call him a whore. He's an auction. He goes up to the highest bidder. That's what I should call him. Yeah, he's like an auction. Yeah, whoever gives him the most money. I mean, literally, he'd probably go to. I mean, he wouldn't go to any school, but any like a Big Ten school, Ohio State, Michigan, you know. So yeah, he would leave if they gave him enough money. And like I don't think the NFL is going to call him. He would not do well with NFL players. That's grown ass men. You lie to those guys, they'll whip your ass. I mean, they'll just lay down and you'll lose your job. So yeah, I don't think he'll go to the pros. I really don't see him going to the pros because he's controlling. You can't control. Look, man, you ain't control there. So I think he'll stay in college. He'll stay with LSU as long as they're winning, or as long as somebody doesn't come along and go, "Hey, we'll give you more money." So yeah, I should call. He is an auction. Let me change the. Should not call him the bad word. And he is like an auction. Yeah, highest bidder. So yeah, but that's a good question, WKRP. But I think the answer is whoever has the fattest wallet. Yeah, yeah. And I don't think he'll open his mouth and dog out the school he leaves. I don't think he'll dog out Louisiana. I wouldn't when you left. I say that. I shouldn't say that. There's no telling what that guy will say. He needs the shit kicked out of him. If I was their coach, I'd have to just smack the shit out. I mean, if I was in a room with somebody like that, I'd seriously think about smacking the shit out of it if they said something to me. But that's what he needs. That's what's wrong with society. Before I go, you can't hit anybody. A friend of mine said that. You can't hit anybody. You can't hit anybody. You can't smack the shit out. If you could smack the shit out, it wouldn't happen. LSU would love it if Lane went to Alabama. I mean, he could go to Alabama. Alabama signed that Dubose to a long. I don't think Alabama would take him. Ask Tennessee hates him. Tennessee still hates him. I think they play at Tennessee. Good. I hope he loses every game, and I hope somebody smacks the living shit out of him. I know he's a cool kid. You know, they're in a text thread. Mark Stoops was saying he's in a text thread with other coaches. He was one of the coaches. I wouldn't be if I was in a text thread with him. I don't know what I would say if I was another coach. But no, I mean, look, not our problem, but yeah, glad we don't. Yeah, that and Diego Pavia was the news this week. Yeah, Diego Pavia got cut before camp started. Yep, didn't even wait. Just like, no, man, just get the hell out. Just pack your shit. Didn't even wait till camp started. I mean, how? But you didn't get a damn what is it? A pink tag or whatever they put in your locker, or they didn't even cut. Coach wants to see you bring your playbook. You didn't even get that far. Okay, so yeah. So hey, sometimes in life you get what you deserve. Yeah, yeah. Let's see how good you are now wearing your gold chain. See, he'll be in a rap video. Somebody with somebody. That's all he's gonna have to do. Because yeah, he ain't gonna see whatever money he made. Yeah, I hope he saved it because that's about all you're gonna do right there. You'll see him bagging groceries at Walmart. He'll be stocking the shelf. You're like, Diego Pavia? 10 years from now. You're like, Diego Pavia? Yeah, could you hand me some green beans? Lane has to go to Tennessee and Ole Miss. Oh man, yeah. Oh man, I hope he loses both of them. Definitely, I hope he loses Ole Miss. You know that's gonna be a nasty game. He'll backtrack. He already backtracked on those comments. I shouldn't have said that. How you think? Yeah. Look, man, you said what you meant to say. Okay. So, but that'll be good. Okay. Lane Kiffin goes to, I knew he went to Tennessee. Ole Miss. Wow. They did that? Okay. They're like, you know what? We'll fix his ass. Well, who's got the schedule? Yeah, put that. Yeah, because I don't think they're in the little pod. I don't think uh, LSU. Well, LSU may be in Ole Miss's. They may be in a pod together, so they may have to play every year. If you're in our pod is South Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Florida. I think so. It's definitely South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida. Yeah, I think that's our pod. I could be wrong. I can't remember. We're just going to play 9 games. It doesn't matter. So, but I will say this before I go: you might as well get rid of the SEC championship game. I mean, come on, man. You're just going to get SEC championship game. I mean, how many games you got to play before you get to the playoffs? You'd be playing 16 games by the time you get through the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see how the season goes. Who bought the best players? Who spent money? Who bought the really good players? And can the coach them? So, and then teams like us can just sneak in there, right? That's what Indiana did. Nobody was paying attention, and somebody left the barn door open. So somebody leave the barn door open for us, please. Leave Alabama, leave the barn door open. We're gonna sneak right in, and it'd be like, "What happened? You forgot to close the barn door." So yeah, that's what we need. No, we need some luck. Look, we need some luck, and I mean, he didn't say Google me, but he said it's because of me. So guess what happens if he loses? It's because of me becomes it's because of me. Yeah, which is not a good thing, which I don't care. But people will throw that back. So yeah. If you're gonna say that, that's fine. So I'm glad he said it, just for the record. So we got the right coach. We got the right coaching staff. Look, we did as good. Look at our roster. Look, we did as good as we could do with the money we have. We're always going to spend money on basketball, guys. It's not like we could. We're not. We're going to have to use high school players for football because we're always going to spend money on basketball. And other than Arkansas and Tennessee, there's a couple schools. It's just not going to happen. If we play every play, we can beat Alabama. Yes, yes. Look, a law of averages. We got to be in. We got to be. We haven't been since '97. Yeah, '97. Like I said, got to be in sometime. I was going to get off here, but I'll stay on for Blakey. Have you watched Kenny Minchie? Yeah. Yeah, he looks good. He looked good in training camp. I'm going to put a short on probably in the next couple of days. Another short. Yeah, I've got some shorts on him in summer camp throwing. He's fine. He can run. That's what I like about him. He is a runner, not a scrambler. So yeah, in the spring game, if you watched, everybody was covered on about the 10-yard line. I think it was first and goal from the 10. He just outran everybody to the pylon. So you can do that, yeah. So he can get first downs with his feet. So Pontoski probably gonna be a backup quarterback if he wins it in summer camp. That Brennan Ward kid's been here so long, he's probably gonna, we'll see. Knock on wood that if anything were to happen, if anything happens to Minchie, yeah, we're dead in the water. But we'll see. I'm interested to see what Pontoski does. So if he can win this, I don't know if he can win the second string job. We'll see. So how many quarterbacks we got on that? We got 5 quarterbacks, counting Pontoski. Minchie, Jaquai Young from Marshall, hadn't really played. Carson Curver, Florida Atlantic, sophomore, hadn't really played. Brennan Ward, sophomore, played a little bit, not much for us. And Pontoski's a freshman. So there you go. Yeah. So hopefully nothing happens to Minchie. But he has put, yeah, he can make the throws. He just has to do it. He hasn't started. He has not started a game. Just remember that. He hasn't. I mean, look, he looks good. Will Stein hasn't coached a game, but he looks good. Okay, well, we got to back it up with some. We got to help him out. You know what I'm saying? So let's do that. Let's get excited. I don't know what players. I think I'm on like number 13. I'm on number 13, 14, whatever number I'm on. Every other day, I'm giving you 25 players. As I said before I get off here, if you're watching this back, if you go on my playlist, I have them on a playlist that says 25 players you should be excited about. You can go ahead. I think you can even though it's private or it's scheduled, not private. You can go ahead and watch it. So yeah, I give you about 4 sleepers. So, but look, we should be excited. We should have been excited last year. We should be excited every year. So it's coming, guys. It's coming. Before I get off here, yeah, we're about 5 weeks away. 6 times 7. No, we're 5. We're closer to 5 weeks away. So we are a 24.5 point favorite against Youngstown State. Just opened up on FanDuel. I already bet money. Blakey, you feel like we are very underrated. I mean, look, I don't know if we're underrated. We'll see. Talent we have got in the portal. Yes, we did get talent in the portal, but so did everybody else. And yeah, I think we can get 6 wins. I think we can get 6 wins. We can do it. We can do it. We just, yeah. Defense. That's where we got to win games. Defense. Yes. So Jay Bateman, does his job. Look, we're going to gamble. We're going to blitz. So if we play a pressure defense like he played at Texas A&M, and I think he was at Army before that, or wherever he was, Jay Bateman. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, Blakey, 6. I think most people the ceiling is about 7, and the floor is about 3. So somewhere between 3 and 7. Okay, I'm gonna say 6. I think we can get some people, but we'll see. We do have a good offensive line and a good defensive line. So line play is important. So, but so does everybody else too. So does Alabama. So does Texas A&M. So does Oklahoma. I don't know about Florida. There's a couple of these teams we should get. Got to win the home game. Got to get Louisville. Got to get Florida. Got to get Vanderbilt. And the 2 non-cons. That's 5. If we don't get those, now you're looking at going on the road at Tennessee. At Missouri's ranked. Tennessee's good. Yeah, now you're looking at Oklahoma, at Texas A&M. It's probably not going to happen unless you surprise somebody. Yeah, get Alabama. Let's get Alabama right off the bat and get that one out of the way. Get the upset out of the way. I don't know. You never know with this. Nobody said Vanderbilt was going to win. Nobody said Vanderbilt was going to beat Alabama, but they did. Now I knew that Pavia was good because he was at New Mexico State, and they beat Auburn. They went to Auburn 3 years ago and beat them. And I watched it and I said, wow, who's this kid? Yeah, that kid played like 6 years of eligibility. I don't know, because he went to junior college. But Pavia was a good college quarterback. So I knew Vanderbilt. Yeah. So look, we can do it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not us, right? All right, guys. Well, look, I will come back on. It's kind of slow. If you're watching this back, once again, I appreciate you watching this back. Basketball news: Cam Williams had surgery again on his foot. Supposedly he'll be fine. That Frank Kepnane guy is hurt during the summer. He can't practice. Supposedly we don't have enough guys to run a practice. I don't understand. Come on, guys. I mean, really? So, I mean, that's kind of what was said on KSR today. I don't know if I believe that. But that's why we didn't play any games when we went to Vegas. We didn't play in any tournaments because people are hurt. What else is new? So poor Mark Pope. Look, Mark Pope's got to get it. Look, man, you got to get your shit. He's got to get his shit together. You got to make it work, man. Come on. And then football news, no news. Lane Kiffin's an asshole. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. Blakey, he was really good. I don't think he'll be an NFL quarterback. No, they cut him. Yeah, you get released from before training camp starts, you probably ain't getting invited to training camp. And you're a smart ass, and you're a little dude, a little guy. Okay, come on, man. I mean, how many times have we seen this movie? Yeah. I mean, shut your mouth. You're a little dude. Shut your mouth and work hard. He didn't. Well, I don't know if he worked hard, but he certainly didn't keep his mouth shut. So it's hard to feel sorry for a guy that runs his mouth like that. Entitled. Okay, Mr. wearing a gold chain thinking you're a rapper. Yeah, you can rap all right. Yep. I don't. We'll have to give him a rap name. It's got to be something. Lil something. Lil dumbass. How about that? That's what we're going to give him. Diego Pavia, Lil dumbass. Now, he did beat our ass. But, yeah, that don't mean much. All right, guys. Yeah, Lil dumbass. Lil, Lil dumbass. That's what I'm going to call him. That's his rap name. And he can wear his gold chain and then put his hat on backwards and We'll get some cars that bounce up and down. We'll get some pretty girls, and he can make up a rap about getting cut from the Ravens. There's a good, yeah. Make a song out of it, buddy. Yeah. But anyway, all right, that's enough joking around. I'll be back later in the week, guys. It's gonna be slow, but it's coming. It's a train coming down the track. We can see the train coming. It's coming. We're just gonna sit here at the station and just wait for the train to get here. It's coming. We're all gonna get on it and we're gonna ride it. I bet you it's gonna be a fun ride. I bet you that. All right, guys. Look, have a good weekend and be safe out there. I'll be back on next week. Go Cats.